Hello, this is the video recording for our vertical slice eXSert for Team Janitor's Closet. For our vertical slice, the main thing we have implemented was not far different from the original submission. We have created a loading screen that showcases our models. As our vertical slice, we have upgraded most of the temporary assets we have created with the proper assets and textures. So you can see how our player's model is changed, and then the enemies, now they have a proper models with textures. And our player combat system is more enhanced so that there is a soft lock target. If the player gets near to the enemy, they start attacking toward the enemy, they get moved closer to it too. And the guarding system, it blocks the damage, incoming damage, and helps the player focus attacking in a very close distance. Right now that enemy is more threatening, so I will try to attack. I can also switch stance in the middle and in the AoE to showcase that this is an area of effect. We have implemented some of the VFXs. Yeah, so the enemies plays proper animation, and upon destroying, the stage is cleared. So you can move on to the new scene. As you can see in the cargo bay, once you reach the new area, the player enters a checkpoint, and then you can restart from the checkpoint. That reloads the scene, moves the player back to the spawn point of the scene, so that they recovers the health and continues to be able to navigate in the scene upon if they die or they won't try again. So in the center is a interaction system that if you're near some of the consoles that it appears. Right now it is a minor bug. We do acknowledge the need of fixing. But yeah, you don't have to actually fight the enemies. Now, for the vertical slice, we mainly wanted to showcase our animations, our traversability of the scenes. So we mostly just put the enemies in there, the places, so that players can see how dense each section is going to be, and how enemy combat will feel. And you can move on to the new scenes, and after the cargo bay, you can enter a crew quarters. This is more compact scene with a lot of different assets, and we will implement story building elements in here so that players will be able to pick up logs and journals. If the player continues to traverse, the new scene loads. And yeah, some sections are blocked off. Later, we will be implementing some of the progression systems. So the player needs to collect key cards and interact with the consoles to open up new doors. And this will be where player will be participating in a lot of platforming activities. We haven't fully implemented the complex mechanics for platform movings yet, as this part will be a little bit more polished next semester. But mainly, player is able to move control boxes in the future, move the planes to the location they desire, get on top of the plane to navigate in the scene to get to the destination, which is the boss level. Currently, as the platforming isn't fully developed yet, we have included some of the test platforming activities that players will be able to do it. So players can get up onto these platforms, jump onto the next one. And yes, the lighting issue, we are aware, is something to address and fix, but as we don't have the lighting artist, it's a feature that we're envisioning to fix and polish a little bit further next semester. Yep, and our final scene of the experience, we have implemented our boss. It's not perfect, but we have implemented all the animations, all the patterns, and damage so the player is actually able to be damaged, but for the sake of the traversing in this vertical slice, we decided to make the player's HP pretty high so that the player doesn't get killed by the boss. And the main pattern of the boss also includes spawning up the enemies from different parts of the map. It alerts. So there was a little bit of bug there. That is something that we haven't fixed. It's mainly due to the complex animation rigging built onto the fighter bots. We will address it later for more polishing in the next semester. However, the requirement for the rubric returning to the main menu and then coming back to the last scene, it is here. Anytime you go back to the main screen or come back into the scenes, you will have the loading scene, and based on randomness, you get a description and an image of the player's items. And if you traverse further into the scenes, you can see how restarting in the elevator restarted back to the players if they die. And now that we're in the cargo bay, we can go to the main menu. Loading the save file will load the player back into the cargo bay. And this works basically the same for every scene. The further you progress, the checkpoint system will just mark wherever you last left off, so the player will be able to restart the scene however they want. And that'll be the end of the video. Thank you for watching.